What up, peeps? Mr.Bones back at you, and it's day 8 of 31 days of Hallowicked. And what we're talking about is 2011's Cabin in the Woods. Directed by Drew Goddard and written by Joss Whedon and Drew Goddard. Starring Chris Hemsworth as Kurt, Kristen Connolly as Dana, and Franz Kranz as Marty. This is about a group of young adults, like college-age young adults, going on a weekend trip to a cabin in the woods for a getaway to have fun. And then, not long after, that shit hit the fan. It is a cabin with a, underground facility ran by the government or something, watching them on monitors and setting it seems like an experiment, setting gases up through the ground, through the floors, and through up into the cabin that makes them behave in different manners, and different things they touch releases stuff into their bloodstream. And not long after they're sitting there hanging out in the cabin, just randomly does a floorboard fly up open in the floor, which is very reminiscent of the cellar in Evil Dead. They were playing Truth or Dare, and then they get distracted by that and go down there, and then the funny stoner guy says, we should go back upstairs. I dare you guys to go back upstairs. It's funny. That dude's funny. And they find all this stuff, like this weird ball that's kind of similar to the Lament configuration in Hellraiser, but it's a ball instead of a square. And they find a book similar to the Necronomicon, and they just have to take it up with them and start reading shit. And this girl reads some kind of Latin shit out of it and brings zombies up out of the ground. And, yeah, there's this underground facility. These kids are fighting for their lives from all these different monsters, zombies and stuff, and then once they find their way in this, the few survivors at the time find their way into the elevator, and they pass all these different levels. They see all these different horror movie monsters from different movies, werewolves and vampires, and some guy that with saw blades in his head that looks like a Cenobite who's holding that ball that they found in the basement. And there's a merman creature thing, flying bat demon creatures, an evil unicorn that stabs the shit out of somebody. There's so many monsters in this that I can't remember them all. Giant fucking serpent. This movie's just a blast. I won't go into the full-on details. I'm sure most people have seen this, but if you haven't, I highly recommend this movie. It's a blast. It's awesome. So many different horror monsters and creatures, and fun watching them run around, try to survive, and has an interesting ending to it that you'll just have to figure out for yourself and watch it yourself. Highly recommend this one. Peace.